this is the section that we are putting in today, this floor, this area over here. Now, this box will obviously come out of here. It's just sitting there protecting the junction box for the power as it's coming into the trailer. That's all it's doing. We have to put in this side in order to be able to put the shower back in, finish tiling over there, and it's vinyl tile, so it's not, you know, the big old heavy stuff that you don't want that in a trailer that, you know, you're going to be hauling down the road. It puts too much weight in. So with the board, one of the school of thought of what we're kind of going to do, because usually from like right here back, your sofa would be covering all of that. So what we're going to do is actually split the board down the middle. We're going to split it down the middle, so in order to get it around these pipes, and then we are going to trim it right about here. Okay, so I had to take that board out several thousand times to cut it, and then we had to remove some more flooring over here. So we're going to clean up this little bit here. The idea is to go ahead and put the insulation down. We're going to have to cut the power because the power actually comes up through that hole that will be in the floor. And then wire it back together, put the glue down, and then hopefully stick the board down. We're closer. One step at a time. I put some fresh insulation down in this area here. I don't recall or remember pulling out insulation from this part, and I'm not 100% sure why they didn't put insulation in that area. Maybe it's because it does, you know, it's the corner of the trailer. I'm not 100% sure. I really don't know why. That's, you know, the side of the trailer right there is the edge of the wall. So the next thing I got to do is go disconnect power in order to, basically, we're going to have to take the junction box here. I did tighten the screws back down on it. So basically what I got to do is be able to thread this up through the floor. So disconnecting power on a hot day while we got the air conditioning running. Hopefully this will be quick, fast, and in a hurry, because it's going to be really speedy. The reason for that is because it's going to heat up real fast in here, and not real excited about the heat in a trailer. So I just took the lid off, just slid it out of the way, the junction box. You can see we've got your green wires, that's your ground, black wires, white wires, and some dirt in there. So there are some advantages to having to take all this apart. And there are, you can see the cabs, you know, surrounded by the electrical tape. So I'll be sure to clean all of this stuff out when I'm doing this here in a little bit. Alright, currently without power. Had to drill a secondary hole. I missed the mark on the first one. So anyways, we're gonna pull the board up just enough to get the glue underneath, wire the junction box back together, and then get the air conditioning back on because it is hot outside. Well, we're one step closer. There's the floor there. I used the tiles to help weight the board down after we glue it. You can see there's still a section of the floor we're going to have to replace. I'm going to go out and get the plywood for this other half here, see if we can't get that stuck down. I'm going to have to figure out how to weight it down. That's been one of the biggest things, is trying to figure out how to do weights. So something helpful if you're using liquid nails to glue stuff down, be sure to have something that can help hold it to your surfaces together, either clamps or something really heavy. Well, it's beginning to look a lot like more of a floor. This side of this board, this side right here, is not, on this side of the pipes, is not glued down yet. And the reason for that is we got this little gap up here that we don't have right here. So I got to figure out whether I want to trim the board on this side or trim the board on this side. This one's not glued down just yet. This one is. So presents some issues. And so once all that is glued in place, we take some sandpaper. We're gonna have to, take care of the little burrs and things like that from sawing the boards and stuff like that. That hole, yes, it's awkward looking. I get it. It was just a real pain to try to get the boards in there around the gray water pipes. It was a huge pain. So needless to say, we have awkward looking holes. So in the shower area, I did put a couple more tiles down. Got that done. Still have a few areas that I need to put tile down, and that will be once I'm able to actually glue this board down. Now, notice the difference in color. Yes, this is a dirty one. It's been outside. Thankfully, it's not warped or anything like that. It just needs to be, and it's going to be covered with linoleum vinyl tile anyway, so I'm not so worried about the color of it. But it's dried out, which is what we're glad to have done. So that's just dirt on it. So that's where we're at today. I am going to clean up the tools. We're gonna, basically what we do is we throw them all into the corner, wrap up the boards and stuff like that, kind of get a good pathway in here, and then we'll be back at it again tomorrow.